Has really never faced before. Jean-Pascal just making his way out of the ring there. I mentioned the disputes he's had, the problems he's had in recent times. Not really sure what will be next for him. He was hoping after he beat Butte, I think, that he might get a fight with Stevenson, maybe Froch. I think he'd be fairly keen.
You men receive my instructions.
The winner of this.
Protect yourselves at all times. I want you to touch gloves now. Man, you're boxing the bell. God bless you both. Touch gloves.
And Steve mentioned weight as well. This is the first time really that he's actually had to make that 175 limit. On debut, he was nearly 10 pounds heavier than that. Has weighed in generally at around 180 pounds in his fight so far.
Wait in your corner.
11 rounds to his name, and that is it. Into the first round we go. Gets a lot of power in short punches for Btrbiev.
Yeah, a lot like Kovalev, it's the timing, isn't it? That's what he turns from the waist, turns from the core. But they don't look like the fastest of punchers, but that's exceptionally good timing, so he always hits the target. But for Cloud, you got to give plenty of lateral movement. You're up against a rigid fighter here. You can punch, plenty of lateral movement, plenty of moving away from that right hand.
Heard the thud of the right glove into the body of Cloud there. As mentioned, he beat Sergei Kovalev twice in the amateurs. They were teammates, international teammates, trained, sparred together. Doesn't really allow himself to be drawn too much on the subject of those two battles, on the subject of Kovalev generally.
Just the physical presence of Btrbiev already, just being able to corner Cloud, giving him nowhere to go.
Well, catches a left hand from Cloud there.
And again, Btrbiev throwing the right hand to the body of Cloud, countering with a left hook.
Tried to work his way in behind that jab.
Good right hand over the top there from Btrbiev.
And just letting that left hand go, and then a right as well, and he's got Cloud trapped here, and Cloud is down onto a knee. 40 seconds left in the first round. Btrbiev ushered into a neutral corner. Good variety, good combination of punches, was wailing away with the left and then just snuck the right hand inside. 30 seconds left in the round. Can Btrbiev finish now? He showed good finishing instincts in his career so far, and he could be about to get Cloud out of here in the very first round, and he goes down again. 20 seconds to go, on his back, looking straight at the referee. He's back onto his feet, getting those legs back underneath him, and by the time this count is finished, there'll be virtually no time left in the round, so he will make it to the end of the first round here, Tavoris Cloud. But the nightmare experience he had here against Adonis Stevenson is continuing against Btrbiev, and he's gone down at the end of the first round again, right on the bell. He goes down to a knee, and the referee will count. You cannot be saved by the bell, of course, and he will rise, I'm sure of that, but he'll have to get back onto his stool and reassess here maybe, and see how much he wants this, see whether he wants to continue or not. His trainer in there is going to have a good chat with him, and that was explosive from Btrbiev, and he's taken everything away from Tavoris Cloud.
That was frightening, wasn't it, from Btrbiev? Just cut the ring off, followed him round, just made his physical presence he felt from Cloud. He wasn't boxing too bad, but they got in close. It was like they were like cuffing left hooks that hurt Cloud. That's the power that Btrbiev has, but it wasn't hurt Cloud, and there was no snap in the punch. Just the weight of the shot. That right hand hurt him there, but watch his little like inside cuffing shots there. This shot she's don't bother people, but Cloud struggling for that, didn't know where to go. It had to go to the floor because he's just dazed and confused.
As I said, they don't travel far, but there's so much purchase behind them. You look at the shape he's in, look at the physique. He's ripped to an absolute shred in there, and to be honest with you, he looks to me like a light heavyweight Gennady Golovkin. He's that kind of fighter. He stalks his prey, he cuts down the ring pretty well actually, and then he lets those punches go. And how has Cloud managed to recover? And that is an absolutely jolting left hand from Btrbiev. You can see the head snap back, and he starts to unload again here. And surely Cloud cannot last too much longer. He's trapped in the corner, taking punches. He's trying to throw back, but to no avail, and he goes down again. This time flat on his stomach, and really, does he want to take any more of this? The referee's continuing the count, and I think he may well have had enough. I think he's going to sit this one out. And Tavoris Cloud is down and out. Artور Btrbiev has got his 6th professional win. This one, though, is not against a journeyman. This is against a man who's been challenging for world titles in recent times. It took 7 rounds for Adonis Stevenson to get Cloud out of there in this very ring a year ago. It has taken Artور Btrbiev less than 4 minutes. Astonishing, Barry.
That was frightening. I remember when we seen Kovalev, the way he handled Nathan Cleverly, and we went, whoa, that's the most frightening thing I've seen. Chilling, clinical. And this Cloud might not be as good as maybe Cleverly, but you know, the same sort of level. That was tremendous, really was. This is a guy who's a world-class athlete. He literally was a world champion like last year, and all of a sudden, he got nowhere to go. He blasted him out in 2 rounds, and with ease. Literally with ease. And Cloud was trying to fight back, but I think that was his undoing, really, trying to fight back, leaving gaps then for Btrbiev, who just walked through him like a train. And no, to step up at world level, your 6th fight, to fight a former world champion, a world-class fighter in your 6th fight. And all I'm thinking is, why did he wait so long? He could have done that, and he could have boxed him in his 2nd fight, you would have thought. He's tremendous. And what a division this light heavyweight division is at the moment. Which all of a sudden they're just monsters, aren't they?
Well, Jean Pascal was up in the ring congratulating him. Maybe that's a fight he could win. Jean Pascal does not duck fighters. Bute's ringside. Will Lucien Bute fancy a piece of Artور Btrbiev? I wouldn't if I were him. I really wouldn't. Stevenson is awaiting a next opponent. Their stablemates, of course. You can't see that happening. Kovalev, as we know, fights Hopkins on November 8th, but he is catapulted immediately right into that mix now. There is no need to hang around and wait any longer, because what are you going to wait for?
Well, maybe he can be outboxed, maybe, but if he's knocking everyone out, you never know, do you? So, you know, he's just, whether he can or whether he can't, there's no one's given the opportunity. He just has tremendous power. Again, like I said, similar to Kovalev, that good timing. He just slide in the distance. They don't give you no space. They cut the ring off very effectively, but effortlessly as well, so they don't lose any, they don't waste